Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Benjamin Creech, and I'm here to review Twisters, the movie about storm chasing, basically. And wow, I think it was pretty good. But anyways, so Twisters was directed by Lee Isaac Chung and stars Glen Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones. Um, for those who know me, I love tornadoes, I love weather. Uh, I want to capture them on video one day. I want to do storm chasing on my own, and so that's kind of like things that I want to do. Kind of like a dream of mine, really, is go out there and get a tornado one day. So we'll see if that ever happens. But maybe you'll see on this channel. I mean, you already see a lightning storm time lapse on this channel. So that's one of the things. And then if you go to my Instagram, there's a lot of pictures of clouds and stuff like that. So it's kind of how it goes and stuff like that. But that's what I like to do. And well, what I would like to do too is capture the beauty of nature, but also the scariness and what it comes to. But anyways, so my expectations coming into this film, well, you know, usually Twisters are like movies about tornadoes and disaster and nature's destruction and stuff like that is kind of can be kind of like the B movie kind of genre, and so I wasn't really having any expectations coming in. If any, I would be like lower expectations and stuff like that. So the plot of the movie is Daisy Edgar Jones' character. She's a scientist. She's trying to get a grant. She created a kind of chemical compound that she believes that if released inside a tornado can cause it to dissipate. So she's with her crew, with her friends and stuff like that. They're storm chasing. They're trying to get this down. They misread that the tornado was not an EF1, it was an EF5, and tragedy happens, and she kind of gets away from that storm chaser's life, goes to New York, and becomes more of a desk meteorologist than anything else. And then you got Glen Powell's character. He's called the storm chaser, the storm wrangler. He's very eccentric. Basically, kind of like the storm chasers YouTube. You know, if you know Becca's Hank, Reed Timmer, and other people like that. That's kind of like his character, but to a little bit more to extreme levels. And he kind of comes in, kind of lights a fire, and yeah. So basically, the plot kind of follows those two characters. More so, Daisy Edgar Jones, she's the main character, and Glen Powell's character is kind of like the supporting main character to her. So for a storm chasing movie, you have to get the tornadoes right? And I think the special effects in this movie was pretty good. There's some times where you're like, well, that doesn't look quite right. But if you have your suspicion of disbelief, you'll be able to see that that's passable and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to get like a tornado. I think they used a lot of reference videos that storm chasers took, and I think there was some videos that they had that in the background that probably came from the storm chasers. I haven't looked that up, but I kind of would assume they probably did that, because some backdrops are like, wow, that's pretty cool. That looks really realistic, and stuff like that. But it's a disaster movie. So the tornadoes are very powerful in this film. One of the plot points is that the tornadoes are continuously getting powerful and more powerful and more powerful, and so that's kind of like the problem of the movie. So I think the characters have a lot of heart to it, a lot of relatability. It's not like deep, but it's kind of surface level. It's kind of like, hey, they have motivations, they have wants, they have aspirations and stuff like that. So you kind of understand that, and they have great character moments where the moral compass kind of turns around and stuff like that, and yeah, so I think the characters have really great heart to it, and the actors and actresses played really well. I mean, what can I say? It's great acting. A little cheesy at times, but it's still great acting. One of the cool things about this movie is that it showcases the aftermath of a destruction of a tornado to a town or a city. And one of the things, little spoiler, is that it showcases the storm chasers' role and what the aftermath is, which is usually going to go help the victims after the storm passes. And that's usually like the obligation, or not obligation, but the more right that you should do as a storm chaser is to go and help out and try to find survivors and stuff like that, help out with the cleanup, and really be there for the community that the tornado has infected. And that aspect of storm chasing is really important, as well as the warning to it. Storm chasing, a lot of people, a lot of meteorologists or scientists, or they're working with scientists and getting data that can help predict tornadoes and stuff like that, like with the Dominator, which is in the movie, the truck that Glen Powell's character drives has kind of like the anchors that the Dominator 3 has, that Reach uses sometimes. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, it kind of shows the importance of storm chasing. Even though you kind of see the kind of two extremes. You got the analytical scientists trying to get data, and then you got the storm chasers who's live streaming everything, trying to get it on camera. And kind of like a little bit of extremes at first, but they kind of come together towards the end of the movie, and you kind of see that's pretty cool actually. Anyways, I think the ending was pretty good. I think it kind of sets up maybe a sequel, maybe, but they kind of, this spoiler alert, in the movie, Daisy Edgar Jones' character, her kind of hypothesis with the chemical compound that she made, and working with Glen Powell's character, was able to work toward an EF5 tornado, and it actually dissipates. Well, at least that's what the movie wants you to say. It could be if and heaven buts, but we'll see how that goes with that, if they ever do a sequel. But it kind of shows the case that it kind of dissipates last second, and which is really great. That ending, I mean, that was tense, and so I think the ending was pretty good. So what would I rate this movie as? I think I would say a solid 8 out of 10. I really like it. I think it was a good movie. I think you go in there, you can have good entertainment. You can learn a little bit about storm chasing, and then it's a little bit of a science fiction movie, so you gotta have the suspicion of disbelief for that. But yeah, so that's basically it. I think it's 8 out of 10. I think you should watch it in theaters if you can, because that was, when I went to the theaters, oh man, it was packed. So yeah, go and check it out. Twisters, I think, are still in theaters, so please go and support this movie, because it's a really good movie, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it pretty easily. And yeah, that's about it. 8 out of 10. I will be having more videos like this, more reviews and stuff like that. Like for example, the first instance of Glen Powell's character, at least for me, that I can remember, is from the Hitman movie that just came out a couple months ago or something like that on Netflix. But apparently when I was looking at him, he was in Spy Kids, so I might have saw him, but who knows. But anyways, that's my introduction to his character, was to that actor is from Hitman. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I like him as an actor. I think a lot of people are starting to like him as an actor, so he's starting to get back up. So that'd be pretty cool to see what he does next. And Daisy Edgar Jones did a great job, so I'm kind of interested in what she does next. and hopefully there's a sequel. And yeah, so I'll be doing more reviews about that, so stay tuned, and see you guys next time. Have a great one, and take care, and happy trails.